now, y'all, we've got ourselves here 32 ounces, and this is just a Kroger brand diced hash browns. If y'all wanted the shredded ones or had the shredded ones, you could do those as well, but I just happen to have these little diced ones. So we're doing one 32-ounce bag of some hash browns. I got here some Fiesta nacho cheese soup. I thought I had just the regular kind, but you know what? With today's dish, y'all, this Fiesta nacho cheese soup, I think that's gonna taste just even better. So I'm gonna make sure I get it all out of here first. And then we're just gonna give these little potatoes and that soup a nice quick little mix. And y'all, today's little recipe is just something that I had here in my pantry, and we just kind of are playing with it, and we're gonna make a really good dish because I just happen to have everything I needed for it. Okay, so this is 1 pound of some ground beef. If you have any other type of meat, you can go ahead and add that in here. This would be real good. And maybe if you had some rotisserie chicken, or if you had some like leftover steak fajitas, just a little steak. But whatever protein, or shoot, y'all, no protein, you don't need one. If you want to add yourself some black beans and get it another way. But we're gonna mix that and make that a little bit even for everyone. All right, and now this here I had left over from a previous little recipe, but this is 3 pepper and onion. Kroger makes this, and it's in the frozen section, and we're going to be kind of playing off of some, you know, cheesesteak, little potato cheesesteak here, and I'm going to give this a quick little mix. And then, y'all, don't worry, we're going to make sure it gets nice and cheesy, and we're going to make sure it is nice and creamy. All right, but before we make it nice and creamy and cheesy, I'm gonna throw on a little sea salt, give myself a nice few grinds. And then I'm also gonna give myself some black pepper. And I like a lot of pepper, so y'all, you can omit this if you don't like it, but y'all, this is what we think is perfect, okay? Now I'm throwing in 1 block of some Philadelphia cream cheese. And this one is just because I had it. If you want to add maybe some heavy cream or some milk in right here, I would maybe throw in about 1 cup or half a cup. But in place of that, I'm gonna throw in this cream cheese right here. And I'm just gonna put that right on in the center. And then, what would a Philly cheesesteak little casserole be without some provolone cheese? And I'm just gonna take my slices, and I'm just gonna kind of do a little mountain right here, and we're gonna stir about halfway through and see if we need to get some more cheese. All right, this is gonna be perfect right here. Okay, y'all, so now all we gotta do is put our lid on, set this baby on high, keep it on there for about 2 hours, and halfway through, let's mix it on up, make sure it's cheesy enough. All right, y'all, I forgot to turn it and mix it up halfway through, but this is what we got, so we're gonna give it a nice stir now and just see what we need to do. Yeah, we're gonna need to let this kind of melt up a little bit more. So we're just gonna give it that nice round clean up on the sides. Make sure we get everything all mixed up. And we're gonna add right here on the top 1 cup of some shredded cheddar. And we're just gonna let that go all in there. Give it a nice mix up. And we're gonna get this baby lid on. Oh, yummy. Okay, put that lid on, and now this is going on there for another hour to 1.5 hours, okay? All right, y'all. Now look at our Philly cheesesteak casserole potatoes. Look at that cheese. Now it is perfectly melted. So y'all, this was in here about 3 hours total. So Let's do it an hour and a half and then mix it around and add the cheddar cheese and then another hour and a half, y'all. And look at that. So y'all, all right, as soon as I opened the top and started mixing, Kaylee said, that looks good, I need to try it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a bowl for her. But you know what else y'all can do? We're gonna set this off to the side really quick. But we can also get some King's Hawaiian, grab ourselves a little roll, and y'all, we're gonna open this baby on up like this and get us a nice bite and make it like a cute little Philly cheesesteak sandwich. But we're gonna try it both ways. Okay, you wanna try this way or this way?
This way.
Okay. All right, let me try it without the bread. I would say carb friendly, y'all, but those potatoes. Y'all, that is so good.